but as we journeyed on, the sun came out, and it ended up being a really nice cruise. Just a 3-hour,
Just a
3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour.
Hi, I'm Rev.
And I'm Sam. Thanks for joining us this morning on the bridge of the Here's to Us, where we are on our continuing journey on America's Great Loop.
So this trip, we started out in Little Current, and worked our way over to Gore Bay. But how did we start the day?
Well, we got up and it was foggy, and then it started to lift, and then it got foggier. So instead of we were 7 o'clock departure, it was more like about 8:15.
But we got on the road, and when we started out, it was still kind of foggy. But as we journeyed on, the sun came out, and it ended up being a really nice cruise. Just a 3-hour,
Just
3-hour tour.
A 3-hour tour. Yeah, it was foggy, but the channel out of Little Current, out of the town docks, was pretty well marked, and so it wasn't a big deal. There were very few boats out there, and we had Navionics running, and we also had our Garmin system running, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a separate video. Some of you have been asking us on crew at What Yacht To Do, what about the navigation and what about the electronics on Here's to Us? So we'll be doing a separate video on that coming up real shortly.
So our cruise over to Gore Bay, even though it was a Sunday, and we did run into some boats, but it has been nothing like the weekend traffic that we've had here in Canada in the past. It was just a really nice time. We saw some beautiful boats, some beautiful sailboats. We even saw a plane come into this area. Now we are in the North Channel, and you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, we're in North Channel, and Channel 71 at 9 o'clock every morning is the Cruiser's Net, and we got to participate in the Cruiser's Net. It's really kind of neat. They go out and they have announcements, and then they hear from all the boats in the North Channel, and you get to say your boat name, where you're at, and they repeat it because some of the transmissions coming in, you can't hear the boats, but they relay it, so it's really neat. They do some news, and
risk of thunderstorm. The wind will diminish to south 10 near midnight and then increase to northwest 20 on Monday morning. The wind will diminish to northwest 15 near noon on Monday and to west 10 Monday evening. Tuesday, winds light. On Wednesday, wind south 15.
But anyway, it was great. They broadcast from Little Current, so we participated in that. Really kind of neat. 93 total boats had called in yesterday. So
very cool. Gore Bay, we have walked into town. They have a grocery store. There is a liquor store. There is a coffee shop. Several restaurants. There's a brewery. A lot of things to do right here in the area. So we have enjoyed this. Enjoyed this little town.
It's a quaint little, sailing and fishing. You can charter yachts here. There's a yacht club. If anybody of you just want to come up and do the North Channel, you can come up to Gore Bay and charter a yacht and do the North Channel for a month.
Yeah, very cool.
I think in July and August are prime times to do that for anchoring. Lots of great places to see. Wonderful. And we're going to actually miss it. We wish we had more time to spend in Gore Bay and the North Channel. So great deal here.
All right. Well, thanks for coming along with us, and we'll see you on the next trip.
All right. Bye.